Welcome to our channel Learnity. In our continuation of Java series, next we see about data types in Java. In Java, data types specify the type of data that a variable can hold. There are two categories of data types in Java. 1. Primitive data types. 2. Reference data types. Primitive data types in Java are used to declare variables, assign values to them, and perform mathematical operations on them. They are called primitive because they are not objects, and therefore do not have methods or properties associated with them. Primitive data types are more efficient than reference data types, as they require less memory and processing power to use. There are 8 primitive data types in Java: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, and char. Byte. The byte data type is an 8-bit signed 2's complement integer, with a minimum value of -128 and a maximum value of 127. Short. The short data type is a 16-bit signed 2's complement integer, with a minimum value of -32,768 and a maximum value of 32,767. Int. The int data type is a 32-bit signed 2's complement integer, with a minimum value of -2 to the power of 31 and a maximum value of 2 to the power of 31 minus 1. Long. The long data type is a 64-bit signed 2's complement integer, with a minimum value of -2 to the power of 63 and a maximum value of 2 to the power of 63 minus 1. Float. The float data type is a single precision 32-bit IEEE 754 floating point number. Double. The double data type is a double precision 64-bit IEEE 754 floating point number. Boolean. The Boolean data type represents a true, false value. Char. The char data type is a 16-bit Unicode character. Reference data types in Java are those that are not built into the language but are instead defined by classes and interfaces. These data types represent complex objects that can store multiple pieces of information and perform actions based on that information. Some examples of reference data types in Java are: string, a sequence of characters that is used to represent text. Strings are used frequently in Java programs for storing and manipulating text-based data. Arrays, a collection of variables of the same data type. Arrays can store a fixed number of elements and are useful for working with large sets of data. Classes and objects, user-defined data types that are defined using the class keyword. Classes can be used to represent complex objects that can store multiple data types and perform actions based on that data. Reference data types in Java are created using the new keyword and are stored in memory as objects. Because they are more complex than primitive data types, reference data types require more memory and processing power to use. However, they are also more flexible and can be used to build more complex programs. Hope you have learned something new. Continue with the Learnity.